Hello and welcome to today's edition of Top Rated Recruiter Spotlights. My name is Adam Conrad. I'm the founder and CXO of Great Recruiters, and I am joined here today with Beth Cutsor. Oh my gosh, I usually ask, did I pronounce that correctly?
Yes.
Oh, good. I probably didn't need to say that then. But Beth, welcome and appreciate you joining me here today. And first off, congratulations on being named Q4 2023 Top Rated Recruiter. Um,
Thank you.
yeah. And you're with GetMed. Can you give a little background on GetMed?
Yes. So GetMed Staffing, we're out of Omaha, Nebraska. We've been around almost 6 years, and we are just kind of, very family friendly, family oriented, just kind of a company focused on customer service and, really treating our travelers well.
Yeah, that's good. And nobody, maybe you did, but I find that most recruiters didn't wake up and one day dream to be a recruiter. So how did you fall into this industry?
Yeah, so honestly, really by accident, in 2019, I was doing real estate full time, had two small kids, and I found that the schedule, working a lot of evenings and weekends, was really wearing on, raising a young
Yeah.
family. So I just looked for something sales related that was a little bit more traditional, 8 to 5, and just stumbled across a recruiter position and honestly had no idea what I was getting into. But I was hired on, and that was 4 years ago now, and it's been a wild ride.
Talk about a wild ride. You started in
Yeah.
2019, something called the pandemic happened, healthcare
Mhm.
staffing went through the roof. Um, and now we're kind of on the backside of that. So you've
Yep.
kind of been through like what I've done in 25 years in a matter of like 4 years. So
Right. Yep. So it was very much a similar market in 2019 as it is now. So I am grateful that I started pre-COVID because things just really got crazy and jobs blew up and travelers were coming out of the woodwork, and it was a pretty crazy time. So things have kind of leveled off now, but I think I can appreciate, that this market is still a healthy market because I did see it before, and it's still a wonderful market versus someone who started in COVID and that's all they knew. It might be a little bit tougher on the back end. So,
yep. And what is your background and expertise in, Beth?
so my background in recruiting is in long-term care. So I
Okay.
started in long-term care, and that's where I have really stayed. I think it's been a great fit, honestly. I love working with CNAs, LPNs, RNs, and staffing in long-term care, skilled nursing, assisted living, because I've always really had a heart for seniors and senior care.
Yeah.
And I feel like I can kind of make a difference, kind of indirectly by sending our best travelers into these facilities and really caring for our elderly population.
Oh, that's awesome. And there's a lot of parallels between nursing and recruiting from an experience standpoint, right? From an
Hmm.
empathy, compassion. I think it's two industries that are made for each other. Um, Help me understand how has Great Recruiters benefited you as a recruiter?
Oh, it's really just been a great platform for our travelers to be able to go on and, number one, feel like their voice is heard. I think that's so important, to
Yeah,
feel appreciated and like someone wants to know how your experience is. And then I think, on the other side, it helps, new travelers coming in to feel like they're signing up with a company and recruiter that are going to have their back, and they've already got some experience and they have great reviews. Um, and then it's a great platform as well for our travelers to leave referrals on there.
yeah,
So
that's
I've
great.
really enjoyed it.
Very good. And what does it mean to you to be named top rated recruiter? What does that mean to you?
I mean, it's extremely humbling. It's amazing to have the recognition, but more so I think for the travelers, to be able to, like I said, feel that they're joining with a company and recruiter that have a good reputation,
Hmm.
and, they can just say, "Okay, I know I'm in good hands and I'm gonna be taken care of."
Yeah. And I
Yep.
mean, you're in the hotbed of healthcare recruiting, right? You're over in Omaha. Uh,
Yep.
there's a lot of choices for a lot of
Yes.
travelers.
Mhm.
I hear great stories and I hear some horror stories. If you could talk to the travelers, the long-term care folks out there, what should they be looking for when working with a recruiter?
I just think you have to look for someone genuine who really seems like they have your best interest at heart. someone who is tailoring the search to your needs, someone who it feels like it's more of a relationship versus a transaction. Someone who's really willing to be just real honest with you as well. But it should be a good partnership, and you want to feel like you can get a hold of your recruiter and they have your back, whether it's during the search or you're on assignment or you're off assignment going through something. Does that person genuinely care about you and your family and what you're trying to accomplish with traveling?
Yeah. And what's the response? You're saying the top rate is important for your travelers as well. What is their response when you share that? How is that received?
Oh, they're just thrilled. They're thrilled that the review that they've given is going somewhere, that people are seeing this, and they're excited that their friends now want to sign up with GetMed, and they've just really enjoyed going on there and looking at the reviews and knowing that, their referrals are gonna be reached out to as well. Um, but it's been fun, it's been fun to see and talk about with the travelers.
Good. And how is it changed the internal dynamics of the team at GetMed?
It's been fun because it's really been kind of an internal competition. When you're in sales and recruiting, everybody kind of has that competitive edge and drive, and so it's put kind of a nice internal competition in who can get the most reviews and who has the best and who's certified, and it's been really fun, to be a part of it.
That's great. And that only benefits your candidates and clients. You have an organization
100%. Mhm.
that's competing to provide the best exceptional experience for the folks that they serve. So it seems like it's a big win-win-win for everybody.
1,000%. Yep, it gives us good recognition, it gives the company and our recruiters great credibility, and, it goes a long way, it reaches more folks, in a shorter amount of time, so.
Yeah, and what I love, and now I'm going to brag about you a little bit. So Beth here, new to our platform, 33 reviews, of 4.96, 100% recommendation rate. That's outstanding. It shows that you really care about the people that you're working with. You're putting the time in.
Mhm.
Recruiters are judging based on the experience they had, not necessarily the outcome. And I think you nailed it. It's not always whether or not you can place them today, but
Yep,
can you help them today in one way,
right,
shape, or form? And how do you build and nurture those relationships? And you mentioned referrals a number of times. People don't refer people to people they don't trust.
right.
So that referral is just a huge kudos to you and the work that you're doing. Beth is amazing, always responds quickly, always has the answers. I absolutely loved working with Beth, and it would still be if she had something the air I was looking for. I love working with Beth. Beth keeps in touch. I mean, this is what you're going to get if you're working with Beth over at GetMed. Um, Talk to the folks out there. What type of opportunities do you have available today, Beth?
So we staff in all 50 states, but I will say the majority of our jobs right now lie in the Midwest states and the Northeast. So we're seeing a lot of New Hampshire, Maine, Vermont, and then also the South Dakota, Iowa, Nebraska, Missouri, Wisconsin, North Dakota, some of those states as well. But we have opportunities in just about every state. So
Outstanding. And what advice, what would you want to share with the candidates out there as far as it's a drastically different job market than it was, in the years past. So what's
right.
the advice that you can give candidates out there right now?
I think it's important just to keep your expectations realistic and listen to the recruiter on, what's out there. Um, but we're seeing a lot of the real true travelers come back where it's not just about the money, but it's about the experience and meeting new people and really getting out there and exploring different areas. So it can still be a really great moneymaker and a great experience. Just you just have to be a little bit more creative with housing and a little bit more creative and maybe open on, certain things. Maybe the pay package that you really want, you're going to have to work 48 hours to get that, or stuff like that. So if you're a little bit flexible and a little bit patient, I think we can find you what you're looking for.
Outstanding. Well, Beth, again, thank you so much for jumping on Top Rated Recruiter Spotlight. Congratulations on the accolades that the folks that you've worked with, the folks that you've serviced. That I mean, they've they're the ones that put you in this situation because of the experience
Yep.
you create. So congratulations, and I wish you the best of success here in 2024.
Thank you so much, Adam.
My pleasure.